It's Week 8 of the NFL, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Jaguars and the Colts, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4. This a quick pass to Davis. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Increase to 24.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Here we go, sir.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Jaguars at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 19 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Screen play set up for Williams. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Lawrence will throw. Being chased out left. Lawrence hit and the ball is 3. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. They'll try the middle with Garindo. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here we go, son.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Richardson looking to throw this. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
On the ready. Hey, run.
In motion left is Davis.
Silver.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he'll be brought down by the
Colts. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis, 46 yards. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts set to take over here offensively. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Down to the 25. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Richardson looking to throw. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams to about the 35, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
11.
Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd and 2. Again, it's Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Ready. Let's go.
Here's Richardson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
Go!
Now Richardson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Richardson out of the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. A final shot before break. Richardson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. First and 10.
Here we go.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top.
Hey, go.
Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Rolling to his right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
Easy. Read a 24. Read a 24. Silver.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Rip, 23. It's hot.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Rolling to his left. Open man downfield is Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Red. Alert! Alert! Red.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Decent 24.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Silver.
A give to Williams, running right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Javonte Williams, his 7th rushing touchdown. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Downs going in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. 21 yards there on third down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Richardson to throw off play action. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Finding space at the 40, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Hey,
from the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. A little short pass. This is Everett. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Hey, go. 30 left. It's hot.
Here's Garendo on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
11.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron. Red.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 25, here's second down and a yard.
Hey, I'm gun.
Handoff here, Guerrero. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Dancing to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis with his second touchdown. Afternoon. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
Richardson from the gun on third down. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Richardson. Now this taken in by Downs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Richardson working from the gun. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Richardson. That complete to Downs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's go now.
Back to the air with Richardson. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. 23 yards on the play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
A give running left now, Durendo.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Red on red.
Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And Richardson yet again.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Richardson.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Richardson looking to throw.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Richardson.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Thomas brings it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This 2nd and 4.
Rip, 23.
They go play action now. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.